FUTV live on match night, everybody. Europa League football is back. United are over in Istanbul. We have got you covered. Full build-up to the game. The team news has dropped. We're getting into that. We're getting your live comments on that team news. How we're going to set up some interesting changes that Ten Hag has put in for the game tonight against Fenerbahce. It is vital that United get the 3 points tonight. And is that a sign that Ten Hag is now looking at it that way as well? With that team that he's put in there, we'll get into all of that. We'll look at the permutations. We'll look at the situation as it is right now. We'll discuss everything in build up to this game. Of course, this is a watch along as well. We will be flying across from the link in the live chat straight after we finished here at 7:30 over onto Big Up, our sister channel, which is our watch along platform. So make sure that you click that link and do fly across there as well once we've finished here on YouTube. We'll keep it going live on here and on to Big Up as well for a little while. So if you want to be part of the watch along, get on, come on, have a video chat with me, get your thoughts across on everything United related right now, not just the game itself, but mainly the game. I think everyone now is waiting. What are we going to see? Are we going to change our history in Turkey? Are we going to change our history against Jose Mourihno? This is Forever United TV. Welcome along, everyone. Let's get right into the comment section and see what everybody is saying, because the team has dropped. It is running across the bottom of your screen right now as we speak. So get your thoughts on that. Let me know what you feel about it. Let's just go through it first of all so you are up to date with everything that is going on. Manchester United line up with Andre Onana in goal. In defence, we're trying to decide whether he's going free at the back. We've got Lindelof, De Ligt, Martinez and Dalot. Whether that's a back four or we're going to play maybe wing-backs in this, we don't know yet. Sagate, Eriksson and Mazraoui looks in midfield. Now, most people have been saying that Mazraoui is going to play as a 10. That would be absolutely ludicrous if Ten Hag does that. I can't see it, but if he does, good luck to him. And then we've got Rashford, Xerxes and Garnacho. So Højlund is out again after his goal-scoring exploits at weekend. He's dropped to the bench and Xerxes gets his opportunity in Europe. Is this the right game to play him? I think most of the conversation going on before this game was, would we get a chance to see Joshua Xerxes play with Rasmus Højlund? I don't know. It was the sort of outcome of that, and the conversation was that we're not too sure that this is the right game for Xerxes. Well, he's on his own. And he's at number 9, which we know is not his natural position. So it's a risk. It's a big risk. If Ten Hag manages to somehow squeeze or shoehorn a player like Mazraoui into 10, which I cannot see him doing. I really cannot see him doing that. If he does that, then, oh my... I'm trying not to talk about Ten Hag, honestly. But if he tries that, I was like, you've got Ahmad sat on the bench. What is this kid thinking right now? Talks about as one of the most important players for Manchester United going into the back of last season. And when Ten Hag needs a team out there, you can see where he sits in the pecking order. And that's firmly and truly, well and truly on the bench. Warming that bench up. I don't know how comfortable the benches are in Turkey and Istanbul. But he's getting used to it, the lad. Bless him. Dropped for the Villa game. Dropped for the Brentford game. Dropped for the Fenerbahce game. Well, not so much dropped. He's just stayed on the bench. But he's not got any game time at all. He's not even being used as a substitute. And this is the thing that I'm talking about. If Mazraoui plays ahead of 3 possible number 10s in that number 10 role, you have to question Ten Hag. We will wait and reserve judgment on this until the team is lined up, though. A lot of people are saying, when I've seen people on Twitter going on, Mazraoui is going to play at number 10, I was like, no, that's not right. That cannot be right. Look, Ten Hag, he's on a knife edge with me as it is, but even Ten Hag wouldn't try that. Are we actually going to see 3 at the back? Now, I've been calling for it. I've been shouting out for a bit of change. Try something different. You just don't know. You never know, Eric. Go try something different. So if he does play 3 at the back, you won't get any complaints from me. None whatsoever. I'm happy that he's doing it. I think that is the right way to go with the defence that we've got, and especially the fullback situation right now. Do you know what it does? It adds that little bit of security to that left-hand side, I feel. So we'll talk more tactically on this when we get onto Big Up, because we'll have the tactics board up and we'll set it up in a way there so everyone can decide for themselves what the best action is for Manchester United and how we approach this game. But yeah, that's how I would honestly do it. But still, even then, you have got 5 defenders on the pitch. Is there not better wing-backs to play rather than putting them players out there? Like Mazraoui and Dalot, are they the best at going forward? I'm not sure about Mazraoui. Dalot I could understand. But if you're going to throw Mazraoui into his first game after what's happened and play him at wing-back and have more of a responsibility, it's kind of throwing him in at the deep end a little bit. And why would you try and play this system in such an important game? This is... another one. Like, I'm all for the formation, but why change it now? Is that a disrespect to Fenerbahce that you can chop and change so much in a game like this? Or is this just good tactics? Honestly, he's never changed it. He's never done anything like this. He's never rotated his squad as much as he has. Apparently, some people would have you believe that Man United have got 10 players out right now. Look, if 10 players injured, if you want to include Bruno Fernandes, you want to include Johnny Evans, Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malacia, Toby Collier as part of them 10 men, like, seriously? Yeah, there's only really Bruno Fernandes that we're concerned about in that. We're not like we're in an injury crisis whatsoever. We're really not, are we? So, yeah, let's just curb that at the moment. Look at the bench. Look at what we've got on the bench. There is ample player quality for Manchester United to get the job done tonight. So, we're not having this garbage that United are in another injury crisis. That is nowhere near the reality of the situation. But there is a real sort of debate to have here about Ten Hag really just going gun-ho or just literally throwing everything up in the air and see which thing lands closer. As in, I'll go with that then. It does look like it, doesn't it? Because we've never, ever played three at the back with Ten Hag. And I'm all for trying it out in certain situations, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not. I don't want to, because I'm one, and you can go back on videos, and people will probably pull me back on it if I said that this was stupid. But look, if he's been working on it in training, fair enough. Let's just see. Let's see what happens with this formation. Not happy that Lindelof's in the team, but needs must. Unfortunately, it's just there. Like, could you have played one of the forwards in one of the wing-back positions if he is going through at the back and put Dalot in there? I would prefer Dalot in there. Honestly, I would play Dalot on the right-hand side of the three. I would play Mazraoui on the left-hand side in the midfield role, the wing-back role. I would play Ahmad on the right-hand side, and then I'd have Martinez and De Ligt. I'd have De Ligt in the middle, Dalot on the right, and I'd have Martinez on the left. That would be my back three. I would then have Ahmad on the right-hand side and Mazraoui on the left-hand side. Ahmad puts a shift in. Ahmad tracks back. He will do his duties there, and he will be a threat. He looks after the ball better than anyone in our front line, and tonight we may need that little creative spark as someone who can hold on to the ball. Casemiro being dropped is another strange one for me. I thought he would have gone with experience tonight. But again, nothing surprises us right now with Ten Hag, does it, in what he does and how he's lining his teams up or certain decisions that he's making. I thought he would have surefire thing, Casemiro. But Højlund again, that's another one. People will argue that he needs resting. We need to look after him. He's our only number 9. People will also say, well, are you going to throw him on when the game is at its most tense, when United are desperately trying to get a goal back for half an hour, rather than playing for 60 minutes and try and win the game with your best striker on the pitch? Which way do you go about it? You can balance the argument either way, really, can't you? But for me, I would always, if you want to rest a player, I'd play him for 60 minutes and bring him off for half an hour. Because the player can get up to speed with the game. And someone like Rasmus Højlund, if you throw him on later on for 20-25 minutes and it's cut and thrust, it's up and down that pitch, which it has been like for many a years when United have gone away from home in Europe, especially under Ten Hag, and you're busting a gut and you've got to find the flow of the game and get into the speed of the game, you are more susceptible to injury. I just don't think this is the right way to play Rasmus. I would be playing him from the start and giving him an hour and then subbing him off. Try and get as much done as possible. Look, yes, it's risk-reward. You might not get that goal. You might not get in front or get comfortable within that 60-minute spell. That's just what you've got to gamble on. And that's the decision that the manager's got to make. If Rasmus comes on and gets injured, then he will have to take the wrath of everybody in football, including the Man United fan base, Ten Hag. But look, there's lots of ways that this could set up yet. Honestly, though, if he does try and play Mazraoui at 10, I give up. I really do. Even if he wins. I'm thinking, whoa, yeah, one-off game, well done. But you're not going to do that. It's not sustainable for the season. So why have you not played one of the other 3 number 10s that can play that role that are available to United in that position? That's what I would say anyway, and that's the weird one. But, yeah, even if you didn't want to play Rasmus Højlund, you could have still played Amad Diallo at 10 or Eriksen at 10, his natural position. It just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever if he tries that. I think this is going to be one of them, like the pundits and TNT and everyone will try and make up their team and say how Manchester United are going to line up and play. I don't believe we're going to find out how United are going to play until we actually get into the game. So I feel like that's where we're going to be talking, and that's when we're going to be talking about how we're lining up. But look, Everyone's give their predictions and their thoughts, and I've give mine there. Let's just see how it lines up. Yes, we could have done with an extra couple of defenders. Johnny Evans not being fit, Maguire not being fit. We've got cover. We've got more than enough there. We've got our two centre-backs who Ten Hag wanted to play with in De Ligt and Martinez. No issue, no drama. Mazraoui's back. Dalot is back. You could have had your normal back four. Where Lindelof fits in, I don't know. God forbid. And this is a scary thought, that he tries to even play Lindelof in that holding midfield role next to Agate. Don't even think about it. But there's another option there, and a few people have even tempted saying those words, Lindelof in midfield. No, thank you. What's worse, Mazraoui at 10 or Lindelof at 6? Good God, man. No, it's got to be free at the back, hasn't it? It has, but we will wait and see on that one. Let's get into the comment section and see what everybody's saying anyway. Xerxes will drop deep, and we send long balls to Rashford and Ghana. It is tactical. I don't know. Lonely Loner. We will wait and see. Jose Mourinho will be set up perfectly for that and leaving no space in behind, I don't think. Long balls, I don't think are going to work tonight. We will see, though. We will see. It could be a way that's going to happen. Clown Hoof says, play Martinez alongside Agate as a holding midfielder. I would never do that. I hate shoehorning players into positions. Just play them in the position that they play best. And I've done with it. For God's sake. Excuse me. I look at Dalot, and he's probably the one player that you would say he's going to be playing out of position today, or should be playing out of position, and that's because he's playing at, obviously, left back. But we'll see and wait and see what happens in terms of how he sets it up. But there should only be one player playing out of position, and that's Dalot. If there's more than that, then this is on Ten Hag. And I do worry for this game. I do. I mean, you only have to look at Manchester United's record in Turkey alone. Like, our record is shocking. It's appalling away from home. You only have to look at our away record to Jose Mourinho teams. Shocking. Appalling. Even Sir Alex Ferguson didn't manage to beat him. Is that going to carry on? Is Jose Mourinho going to use them words to spur on his team? Is he going to say, look, this fan base is ready and he's baying for blood right now. We need a big scalp because we lost to Galatasaray. We lost the biggest derby, one of the biggest derbies in world football, badly. We need to take a scalp. Let's make tonight our final. Let's make tonight the night when we turn everything around. You know what Jose's going to do? He's going to be all over it. He's going to be pushing every single objective that he possibly can, getting into these players' heads. It is going to be a horrible night for Manchester United. And we're going to have to grind it out. We're going to have to just grind it out to get that win. And if it is poor, horrible football, again, right now, as painful as it is for me to say, look, it's something that we're going to have to just accept. We need to just say, look, where we are. This is where we are right now. It's not ideal. It's definitely not where we need to be. It's not acceptable. But for the sake of still being in a competition, we just need to scrape over the line tonight and get a win. If he doesn't win tonight, and again, like, I won't change my mind. Even if he wins the game, he's not the right man for me. But I'll go along with everything that's happening and try and hopefully get through the season as best we can. But realistically, you still got to look at this and say, look, Ten Hag needs to win this game for United's sake, not his sake. Forget Ten Hag and his job right now. This is about United tonight. This is about us actually climbing up that Europa League table. So put everything else aside, get out there, get the bleeding win. That's what we're saying. And ultimately, if we don't, he's going to be the one that takes the can. He is, isn't he? We know it is. Tom says, all good, thanks. Heavy week at work, but I've only got 7 weeks until I finish for Christmas. Counting down the weeks already. I'm glad that people are enjoying the chat. United are a couple more injuries from a real crisis. No, we're not. We're nowhere near that. I'm not even going to let people say that. Sativ Breeder. No, we're not. We're nowhere near injury crisis. Not in a million years. I'm not having that. I'm not letting anyone say that. I mean, who is out? Like I said it at the top of the show. Like, who is actually realistically out right now that you would class as a first-team player? Are you really looking at Shaw, Malacia, Collier, Evans? These players, like, we didn't start the season with these players. Like, if you want to start calling them like an injury crisis, then go for it. But who else are you looking at there? The big players that are missing are your obvious ones, which is Bruno and Mourihno. They're the main players that are missing for United. And we could do with a left back, yes, for sure we could, but no pun there either. But it's what we've started the season with, and this was always an error that was made by the club in pre-season. A combined error for not bringing in a left back. So let's not start calling it now just because it's there and can be used as an excuse. Let's just start saying it as it is. This, if he is going to play a back three, should be Martinez, should be Dalot, and should be De Ligt. De Ligt in the middle of both of them. Dalot on the right, Martinez on the left. That's how I would play it anyway. I don't know what you guys think on that one. I'm going to scroll right down and get up to date with these messages. Free at the back against Jose team. That's desperate. Tired of this desperation day every day now. After the stream, head over to the Big Up, says Guess. Yes, do. There is a link in the chat pinned right at the top, everybody. If you click on that, you're straight into the Watch Along platform after this show, so make sure you join us when we finish up here. It will carry on live here as well for a little while, so make sure that you are ready to go whenever you want. Come over, you can talk to me, you can come on the show, have a call in with me as well, and get your thoughts out on the game. It's going to be interesting tonight. It really is going to be interesting now we've seen that team anyway. Jose loves United. He has nothing but respect. I don't think he's playing any mind games at all. He's just out to win. Jose plays mind games every single day, Stu. Every single day. He loves United and he wants to take us down. He is playing mind games on Ten Hag. Absolutely he is. And so would I. You play everything in your favour. He is the master at it, so why wouldn't he use it? He has to take advantage of this. Ten Hag is susceptible. Ten Hag is literally, he's vulnerable right now. So I would take advantage of everything. Look, he's got to look after his own job there in Turkey. So he's not bothered about United. Yeah, you can see he loves them, and it was great in that press conference. But as soon as he woke up today, all he's thinking about is doing Man United over. It's as simple as that. Euro, Maguire, Mourihno, Evans, Shaw, Malacia, always the defenders, says Maradonilio. Euro was out at the start of the season. Maguire, were we relying on him? Not that much. Evans, I'm not even bringing him in. Malacia, can't really say that, but you are right. It is always the bleeding defenders, isn't it? Forgot Mount even played for United. Yeah, there is Mount. Let's not forget Mason Mount. But yeah, he has definitely opened up a different realm of injury crisis nightmare for a player, hasn't he? Mason Mount. Honestly, he is trying to fight for that Luke Shaw title when it comes to injury record. That's Mason Mount. Good God, it's horrendous. It's horrendous right now, Manchester United, with some of these players. And the records that we've got is unacceptable for Manchester United's medical team to be dealing with. And it's not so much them. Some players can be unlucky, but you should be communicating and saying, look, you're going to be 3 months of this season without a left back. Can you handle it? Well, do you know what I mean? Seriously. Actually, do you know what? Looking into the teams today, let's get these teams up again. I want to make sure I've got this right because I didn't cotton on to the obvious, which was whether Malacia was actually in that squad or on the bench. I've not actually seen whether he is there. I don't see it. Anyway, the starting lineup's there. I'll know if Malacia is on the bench or not once it gets going. I'm sure someone in the chat will tell us anyway if he is. Please do let us know if Malacia is on the bench. He was part of the travelling squad, but let's see. I can see Ten Hag's talking on TV now. The sound can stay well and truly down on that one. But don't care what he has to say. All I care about is what he does on the pitch on a match day. That's all that matters. Are these players going to feed into this new system that he's apparently going to play tonight? Very interesting times ahead, especially this game. Mazraoui is 10 apparently. I don't. Kaz just sent me the message. Oh, right. So, Nusa Mazraoui is playing at number 10. Oh my God. Ten Hag has just said it, hasn't he? Kaz has just messaged me now and said that Ten Hag has said that Mazraoui is playing at number 10. The man's a fucking idiot. Sorry for swearing. Honestly, I don't get what is he doing? Why? Do you know what? Even if he wins tonight, that's stupid. What does Ahmad have to do to get in this side? I'm sorry. Even people who are trying to defend Ahmad and his capabilities or whatever, You've got a rotation system going, and you'd rather play a right back at number 10 other than Christian Eriksen, other than Joshua Zirkzee, other than Amad Diallo. You've got 3 capable number 10s in your side, and you're playing a right back who's never played there. Are you off your rocker? So he isn't going 3 at the back. He's going 4 at the back. So what's he doing? He's got a centre back at... Oh, God. Right, let's just get this straight. Okay. Oh, right. Calm down. Ten Hag has got a centre back playing at full back. He's got a full back playing at number 10. And he's got his other full back playing on the wrong side. Yep, Dello on that left-hand side. There's nothing we can do about it. But Mazraoui not playing at right back and Lindelof playing... I mean, is he playing Lindelof at left? I don't know. I've not seen the team in terms of what he's thinking. He's off his rocker, is what he is. If I'm Amad Diallo right now, I'm saying if Ten Hag is the manager, I'm not signing that contract. That's what I'm saying. You can call me absolutely over the top, ludicrous, whatever you want. I don't care. If I'm Amad Diallo right now, I'm looking at Ten Hag straight in the face and I'm telling him to do one. I'm telling Ten Hag, F off. See you later, mate. I don't care. Mazraoui, who has not started since his heart operation, who plays at right back, is starting in the front 4 ahead of our most creative player who has been dumped to the bench to salvage Erik Ten Hag's career in playing park the bus football against Aston Villa. And because it's worked there and we had an alright result against Brentford, he's not seen the light of day since. This is just stupidity at its height. And you know what? We'll win tonight. We'll win because he's done this tonight. And everyone will be going on, hey, look, Ten Hag, he's a genius. He's a tactical genius again. It's not sustainable, people. It's not sustainable. What are you going to do? Play Mazraoui against bleeding West Ham at number 10 at weekend? Why don't you start playing some players in that position? Oh, the players that actually belong in these positions. What are you thinking? It's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. I will never forgive this man for some of the decisions he's made with these players. I'd be pissed off if it was Rasmus Højlund. I'd be fuming if I was Amad. And God's sake, look, there's a simple thing you can do here. Christian Eriksen performs week in, week out. His career in Premier League football was made in playing at number 10. His career as one of the best creative players we've seen in European football was made at number 10. You bought him in after he played at number 10. And you've not played him there bleeding once. What is it with United when we do this to players? We bring them in for a reason, and then we don't play him for that reason. I don't understand him. Casemiro on a night like tonight, when you need experience and leadership. Is he doing this on purpose? Is he just doing this to set an example to someone? Or to send a message to someone? Honestly, it's scary that he feels like he can do this and mess around with his team this much, because it means like he's got all the time in the world to play around with stuff. It is ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if we win tonight. I'm still going to be livid with this decision. He's an idiot for doing this. I'll never understand him. And all he'll say is, look, Bruno will be back there at weekend. He's scared of playing another forward in that number 10 role in case they do well, and is an excuse for him not to play Bruno at weekend or play Bruno there again. He's protecting his main assets, which is Bruno Fernandes. That's what he's doing. Oh, I hope this works tonight for United's sake. I couldn't care about Ten Hag right now. All I care about is United. I really couldn't. It is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, that sort of just Kaz has just said then she's listened to Ten Hag talking to TNT, and that's what he has said. He is going to play Mazraoui, who has never played this position before, at number 10. Wow. Is all I've got. All I've got. It really is. Honestly, you've got 2 players. You've got 3 players playing out of position. 2 of them self-inflicted when you've got options there to play. You could even say that Zirkzee is out of position at number 9 because he's not a natural number 9. If he drops deep, who is our target man? If he drops deep, who is on the end of them crosses? Mazraoui's not going to be making them late runs as a number 10. He's never played the role before. Oh. Damn. Wow, I was absolutely blown away by that. I really am. I don't know if he's just doing it to confuse Jose in how we set up. But honestly, like, what has Mazraoui got as a quality for a number 10? I'm still convinced he's not going to play him as a number 10. He can't, can he? He's playing free at the back. Come on. Someone's kidding me here, aren't they? Someone's having me over, surely. I wasn't going to watch it tonight, but I am now just to see the setup, says Carlos. At least we've got that. That's the excitement before the game even starts. That's what we've got, isn't it? It's like, ooh, what's he going to do? What crazy stuff is Ten Hag going to do? That's like the excitement factor right now, isn't it? Oh, my days. Like, I have no idea what is going through this man's head. I've got nothing. I can't. If I was Ahmad, I'd be slapping in a transfer request in January. Yep, I would. We are live at 7:30 over on Big Up. The link is in the live chat. If you want to be part of the watch along and see probably a meltdown from me in this game, then join us, please. Please do come and join us. We're going to have plenty of excitement. We're going to have call-ins. We're going to be going full bore tonight. Wow. Good Lord. Mazraoui is playing at number 10. What next? Anana up front and Ten Hag in goal. Honestly, we have to get rid of this ridiculous manager after this game. If it goes wrong tonight, he's nailing that coffin shut, innit? It is the final nail in the coffin. When he's got them options on the bench, how can you, when you need to win a game, when you go off numbers, because Ten Hag has thrown all the numbers out at us. Look at the clean sheets we've got. Look at our XG. When he mentioned the XG and what Manchester United had created, the most creative player in Manchester United's side was Amad Diallo. So he wants to use the stats to defend himself, but then when it comes to actually using the stats to play his favourites, he won't do it. Because he wouldn't play otherwise. Amad Diallo is Manchester United's most creative player, only playing 50% of the games available to the club this season. And he's still the most creative player in Man United's side. I don't get it. How can you leave a man like that on the bench for 3 games in a row, not start him? Something has happened behind the scenes. It has to have happened for Ahmad with Ten Hag. I just don't get this. It's an impossible situation to try and dissect and understand right now. And I've got no idea where he's going with it. I'm open to offers. Let's see what happens in the game. Let's see how this pans out. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know. Like, that's really thrown a spanner in the works. I still feel United are going to win. And it won't be through anything that Ten Hag has done, or tactically, or what he's done with this lineup. It'll just be through someone actually having a decent game for United and scoring a goal. It's crazy. It's crazy. Someone is saying it is 3-4-2-1 on SofaScore. Even then, like, who's playing where? That's crazy, innit? I hate modern footy. Starts this, starts that. Whatever happened to just getting 18 lads together and want to fight it out for 38 games? Them days are well and truly goes. Them truly gone, sorry. Oh, but wow. Wow is the word when it comes to what is going on right now with this team and this club and Ten Hag. It is absolutely mental, isn't it? It really is. But we move on. The game has got to be played yet, so we've got to switch off from this now. We're going to go over to Big Up in a second and go through this properly and break it all down, try and figure out where these players are playing and get into the game itself. All of this dissection of what is going on and everything else within this team right now is got to be put to bed. Ten Hag, for anyone who is just tuning in, Ten Hag has come out before onto TNT, the broadcaster for tonight, and said he's resting Rasmus Højlund. Zirkzee will play at number 9 and Mazraoui will play at 10. From the horse's mouth, those are the words that have come out of Ten Hag in his pre-match interview with TNT Sports. So anybody who's trying to figure out how this might not be going down, forget it. Ten Hag has put it to bed. Mazraoui's at 10. Zirkzee's at 9. Wow. Well, didn't I know that we were buying another forward when we bought Mazraoui? I thought we were buying a fullback. Who'd have thought? Anyway, I'm going to jump across over to Big Up right now, everybody. So please do click on that link in the live chat or in the description. It's there. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. Let's get over onto Big Up now. Click on that. You're straight in. It's completely free, by the way. It's our watch along platform where we're doing all of the games for Manchester United away from home this season. So jump across there now. I will see you all over there. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube on this section. We're now moving across, like I said, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you all very, very soon.